Hi, Marianne here. It is Monday, August 16th, 2021. And here's my day today of the food I'm having, or had. Anyways, yesterday I had 3 rollovers, so add 3 to my 35 normal weeklies, and I got 38. So far today, I'm going to be 1 over on my points. So what that consists of is for breakfast, I had apple pie oatmeal, is what I call it. It's just oatmeal with an apple and some cinnamon. I don't put any milk in it. I just have it plain. And then I had some coffee with 2 tablespoons of fat-free half and half. So that was my breakfast for a total of 5 points. On to lunch. I didn't have any snacks in between breakfast and lunch. I put everything in it today. I had almost a pound of greens, so it's 0 points. And then I measured my black beans, half a cup for 0 points. And then I have the Boathouse Farms salsa ranch dressing, 3 tablespoons for 2 points. And then I have some canned chicken breast. It probably wasn't quite 3 ounces because I split the can in 3s, and so it's sometimes 2 to 2.5 ounces. And I eat the can over 3 days, and that's 0 points. And then I had some tortilla strips, salad toppers. I have 2 servings because it's a huge salad, so it's 16 grams, and that's 2 points. And then I put 1 tablespoon of pumpkin seeds, or pepitas, if you want to call them that. That's 1 tablespoon for 1 point. And then I have some black olives. They're the jumbo ones. At Costco, they only have the jumbo, but they're the same points as large, so that's fine. I had 6 olives for 1 point. And then I added a tablespoon of the buffalo wing sauce to stretch out my dressing, so my whole salad is covered. So my total lunch today was 6 points. Now I haven't had dinner yet, so my dinner's going to be 9 points. That's what's taking me over. And so I'm going to have some soy sauce. I'm either going to have 1 or 2 tablespoons of soy sauce. It depends. I don't know. Might not even be 2 full tablespoons, but it's going to be 0 points. And then I'm doing a California medley steamed vegetables with no seasonings or butter or anything, so that's going to be 0 points. And then a 1/4 cup of dry white rice is going to come out to 5 points. And then I'm going to do the chicken and cilantro mini wontons, 8 pieces for 4 points. So that gives me a 9-point dinner. So I have had 4 points of snacks, which was 28 grams of the Bean Fields jalapeno nacho bean chips. They're really good. And I had a little bit of 0 point salsa with that. The chips were 4 points for 28 grams. Now, I don't count my chips because when you get a bag of chips, they're pretty much not whole chips to count. So I go by the grams and I go ahead and weigh them. That way, I'm not going overboard or underboard. I'm getting my full 4 points, right? So today's going to be 24 points unless I have something after dinner, which I might. It just depends. It's already 5:30, so I'm having a later dinner probably. But the dinner won't take that long to cook because I'm going to boil the mini wontons. If I were to fry the mini wontons, they would be more points. But I'm supposed to be watching my fat intake, so where I can cut that corner, I'm going to cut it. But anyway, that's my day. I did some activity. I tracked my activity. And what I did was, I already have a 2-mile walk mapped out, and when I took my phone with me, it gave me 3,503 steps. So I just keep that in my thing, and so when I do the walk, I can just track it. So I did the One Miracle Mile DVD. I did that. And so it's about 15 minutes of fast walking. So I just put 15 minutes down of high intensity walking because it's the HIIT kind of walking. So HIIT, high intensity interval training, whatever. Anyway, I did that. So that gave me 5 fit points today. So I have 8 out of 21 fit points. And so let's go back to my day. So they take out the first like 3 or 4 points because they're going to just count that as your normal activity. I don't know why. Because I don't like count my steps for my whole day of just walking around doing housework. But we'll take it. I was going to swap my fit points out first because I felt like I should earn my weeklies, but I'm just going to go this way because when I was doing that, I couldn't get them to track. So I have 1 fit point remaining if I were to use all my weeklies, and then I'd have fit points left over. So anyway, that's my day today. And sorry, I don't have pictures of my food. It just takes a lot of space from the phone for the picture to get it in here. So I know I'm making excuses. As I go on in my journey, I need help with my journey. So that's why I'm on YouTube trying to do that. But anyway, as I go on, I will eventually start showing more of my food. But I do have cook with me's with some of the stuff. And I have shown pictures of my salad and this and that in other videos. And so that's that. That's my day. And stay tuned for just a little bit. I'm going to have a little chit chat after this. Hi, I'm back. I forgot to mention that I also, for my activity, did the upper body workout on the Body Gym resistance band training. And that was 1 fit point because it's actually only 9 exercises and they're a minute each. So that was a 9-minute resistance band training. So I did the upper body after I did my 1 mile Miracle Miles. And we got all the kids playing outside. So a lot of times the noise doesn't come in here, but if it does, I apologize. They love me, I love them, so that's it. And anyway, so that gave me another fit point, so I actually have 2 fit points remaining. But anyway, I wanted to just talk because before I did my meeting last night, I watched a show. There's a new show on called Fantasy Island. I believe it was on the Fox Network channel. I watched it on Hulu. It was just the first episode, but it was this lady. It starts, okay, spoiler alerts if you haven't seen it. So I'm not going to give the whole story away, but I'm going to give some spoilers. So if you're interested in watching Fantasy Island, I don't know. My age, I remember the old Fantasy Island. It's the same one kind of show, but it's his niece is taken over. And anyway, so it's a new season, so it just started. So it's just episode 1. But this lady, she's on her Peloton, and her agent calls her. She's like a newscaster for a morning show, and I guess she can't get another job because she's not young. They're looking for someone younger, and she's telling her she knows a good place where she can go get her face touched up and done. Kind of like what we're talking about this week with the confidence and body image. So anyway, she gets to work on her morning show, and some young intern or a new employee brings in a huge box of donuts, and she's like, "You're not allowed to bring those in here." So when they come on camera, she just goes off on this rant about the donuts and how we're just so expected to not eat those things and be a certain way and look a certain way. And she rants. She goes, "I know I was supposed to talk about climate change or whatever, but her partner next door says, well, I think somebody needs a vacation." So then, of course, she goes to Fantasy Island, and her fantasy was to be able to eat the whole time, whatever she wanted, and go home the same weight. So, there's always like a moral to the story on this show. So she goes and she's got her big buffet of food and stuff, and then she gets this cake, and she's like, "I don't want that cake. I don't want that cake." And she sticks her hands to push it away, and she ends up going into the cake, back into her past. So it brings up her past issues of what happened to her, why she's thinking the way she thinks today. Somebody was critical to her in her past as a child. She had like buck horse teeth or what. I don't know what. The guy called them horse teeth, so I'm not making up that thing. We used to call them buck teeth. But it's to her mother's wedding. She's marrying her stepfather. And she goes and takes a piece of cake, and he's saying how she's going to be his daughter, but he also says when she takes her piece of cake, she goes, "Not too much, honey. I don't want my kid to be a heifer." Really. So she just goes on and on and on with this guy through her childhood. So that's what got somebody else's criticism of her is what got her to being critical of herself. So she grew up that way. But anyway, the story goes on and on and on to where that he's her past, and it gets a little violent, just to let you know if you do watch it. Not like real violent, but it's kind of a violent ending to her story, but a happy ending for her as well. So, but it was just kind of interesting because we're talking about how we look at our body this week and our confidence for this week's weekly topic. And it was just interesting that I watched that before and saw how maybe things that happened in our past led us to believe the things that we believe today, to be so critical of ourselves, and why we have such a hard time getting the weight off. And it causes our emotional eating, and it's not really hunger we're feeling, but we're just trying to feel those feelings with food. And anyway, it turned out, if you catch it, I think I'm going to enjoy the series. When I was working, I didn't really watch much TV, but now I'm just, till I get a job, I'm watching some TV. I'm enjoying it. But anyway, I just wanted to tell you that little story, and I appreciate you watching my video. I'm going to try to get better at it. I don't have a big channel yet or anything. I don't know if it will get big, but if you like what you see, please subscribe and do a thumbs up. I really appreciate it, and I thank you for watching and your time. And what's your fantasy? Do you have any kind of fantasy? Like if you went on Fantasy Island, what would you want to do? Comment below. Let us know. Share your thoughts. Share ways that maybe you've been critical. Like in my meeting last night, it was like, what body part do you not like? And I kind of went for my double chin. There's really no way to fix this except with a facelift, because I don't have a prominent chin. So even when I'm thinner, I still have like a double chin. I have my dad's face, so that's what I have. So all I can be happy with is that it kind of gets less when I smile. So well, I don't have my teeth. That's a secret that I have. My teeth, I take them out now between meals, and that helps me not snack, because I can't go get those chips or anything without them. I'd have to go back, put them in. Kind of like that trick of brushing your teeth at night. So I got to go get dinner ready. Anyways, I wanted to show you my day. I'm going to try to make a video every day. But like I said, Friday, root canal. I've had several root canals, lost my teeth. I've been blessed with good health, except for I did my obesity to myself, but I have really good blood pressure. Since I started back on this journey, it's went way down, and I'm really happy with that. And I just got to get the weight off. It's going to go a lot slower for me since I'm not carrying mail right now. So that little 2-mile walk around the block, that's just like what I actually did more of it when I was working. That's like normal activity. So I got to step up my game, because I want to get it off, and I do eventually want to go get a part-time job, but I don't want to go walking in all heavy duty like this. But anyway, thanks. I got to go get dinner ready so that I don't go on some kind of binge, right? Anyway, thanks for watching. See you next time.